Hey guys, it's Haley. Today I am going to show you how to do this skull mask. It should not have taken this long at all, but there's these terrible paints that I picked up. Cryolin Aqua color, whatever, and I got this really pretty gold color and I was so excited to use it, but it went on like water. Like it didn't go on at all. So I had this idea and I needed to make it work, and it didn't. Like, I bought these 3 paints and they were terrible, so I had to use what I had. Stay tuned if you guys want to see how I get this look, and thank you so much for watching.
So I'm starting out using a white eyeliner to map out where everything is going to go, starting on the nose and kind of shaping that. It's a lot easier to use white eyeliner than it is to use black, just in case there's any smudges or just any mistakes. It's a lot easier to get off than black eyeliner is. I'm not worrying too much about it being perfect in any way, just because you have so many other steps that if you mess up, it's not a really big deal. I'm just doing like a really rough sketch of where I want everything to be and how it's gonna look, and I'm using some reference photos. That's the easiest way. I would highly recommend looking at pictures of maybe other skull makeup or skeletons or both. That way you can kind of like get creative inspiration from other people, but you can also look at like a direct skeleton for like actual reference photos. Here I'm using the Aqua Cryolin water paints, and as you can see, they're not working very well at all. You can still see like right through, and it was supposed to be opaque, at least I thought so. So instead I'm going to switch it up here to the cream, and it's just a random, it's a Ben Nye cream. The color is Clown White, and this color is so much more thick. It goes on really, really well and just covers everything. So I kind of spared you watching me put on the first one because I spent so much time trying to put that on and it would not blend for the life of me, so I would not recommend those paints. I would use the Miron face paints. Those are a lot better, the water activated ones. Those are really good. So I was painting my whole forehead with this cream, well, all the white parts obviously, and blending that in with my beauty blender to make sure it's really nice and blended. And now that I have filled in all the parts that I want it to be white, I'm just going to spray some of the All Nighter setting spray from Urban Decay so it stays, and then start painting in the black parts. So I'm just using a, well, it's the Cryolin cream paints. I got like a little wheel of this a couple of years ago and it still works really well. You could use any kind of eyeliner or gel eyeliner, liquid, pencil, just about anything, kind of grease paint for this. I just found this was like the easiest texture for me, so I'm just shaping out my nose this way and filling it in completely. But still, this is also like my rough sketch because I'm going to fine detail everything at the very end. This is kind of just like placement. You're going to put shadow on, do all that. And for the eyes, I am going to be using actually a stick eyeliner, which I found easiest there because it wasn't so watery and all over the place. And I'm not going to make these exactly perfect. They don't match exactly, but that will be all perfected at the end as well. And I'm filling this in with the same grease paint that I used on my nose, the Cryolin. And I'm doing the same with these little tiny semicircles on my temples, I guess. These are always in skull pictures, so I thought I should add those in as some details. I love drinking coffee, so I saved my mouth for the very last because I didn't really want to stop drinking it, but I just added all the white on there, ready for the teeth to come in. But first I'm going to add in the jaw structure, or the cheekbone structure actually. And so I'm just using that black pencil for this and just kind of creating that little, I don't even know how to describe the shape, but you know what it looks like. It's that little side cheek thingy. And for the teeth, we'll be using some liquid eyeliner. I found that to be the easiest. Doing the teeth can be a little overwhelming just because you want them to look so perfect, but in reality they really don't look perfect when you look up close at most everybody's skull makeup. So don't be discouraged if it's hard. I'm just using the liquid eyeliner and just drawing lines. I mean, I want them to kind of line up for the most part equally, but they don't have to be perfect. And I draw that little line at the end of the corner of the mouth and go out just about 1 inch or so to make room for more teeth. You don't want it to go all the way out, but kind of. Then I'm just doing little tiny details throughout the tops of the teeth to make them look more teeth, but I kind of go over that in the end with glitter, so we'll be touching that up later. But you do need to fill in the inside of your mouth, and now I'm going to kind of fill in the cheek area. Kind of bouncing all over the place because Halloween makeup isn't my everyday, obviously, so I kind of just bounce around and do random little parts there, here and there. Just like now, I'm going to fill in my eyebrows and right under my eye. Gotta make sure your eyebrows are really, really white. Hopefully you can just cover them as much as possible. Grease paint should work pretty well. Then I'm just kind of detailing some other areas. Now I'm going to set all the black grease paint so it doesn't keep moving around everywhere, and I'm just using a black eyeshadow for that. It's going to make it more matte and just keep it in its spot and make it extra dark. Now for the best part, which is gold, of course, I'm putting a gold pigment all over my entire face, and you can use an eyeshadow, but it's going to take a while. I would recommend using a face paint in a gold color, which would be perfect, but of course the one I had didn't work. It was really watery, so I had to take extra long route and do this. So it was super messy and super glittery, but ended up being really cool and really, really fun. So I'm just gonna press this on everywhere, and voila, I have it on all the way now, and I just gotta take off all the extra gold that got on the black. And I'm just using a black eyeliner to kind of fine detail a couple areas, make it extra black right there because some of the gold pigment transferred in those areas. Now I'm going to be painting on the teeth again with some black eyeliner, and I'm going to be trying to line this up with the teeth underneath, but it doesn't really have to be perfect. I kind of changed around where they were anyways, and just drawing little lines everywhere, right where I want my teeth. I'm going to use some black eyeshadow to add some dimension to the teeth. Not a whole crazy amount, but I'm just kind of making more shadows and making them just have more messy and not so perfect little lines like teeth, because obviously teeth aren't like that, so there's going to be lots of little shadows. I'm just kind of randomly placing those wherever. As my last step, I'm just going to add some details right next to the big, the really bold black areas by adding like little lines of black right next to it and kind of shading them out so they look like little shadows, or I don't even know what they look like, but it just makes it look more 3D, makes it kind of come to life a little bit more. So I would kind of add these wherever you want, but always do these little horn things right here. Not sure what they are exactly, but that always kind of makes the skull come to life and has like a scowled look to it, makes it look mad. And then I'm just adding a couple cracks around the top, and then I'm kind of putting a little black eyeshadow into my hairline. I just wanted it to be kind of shadowed up top, and that is how I finish my whole skull look.
I feel so angry. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you have some kind of inspiration for Halloween. I'm sure there's so many videos out there, but I just wanted to get one up for you guys so you had something to see. Thank you again for watching, you guys, and I will see you in my next video.